What do you have to say?
Some weird comment.
The bloodline of rebellion. So what if rebellion isn't random? What if curiosity is inherited? Helen, truth seeker, reporter, questioner. Daniel, engineer, builder, problem solver. Juliette, engineer, truth seeker, rebel. So Juliette may have descended from the people who helped create the silo. Not necessarily founders, but possibly first inhabitants. People who built the system and the people who eventually break it. So it's not really about genetics, it's about patterns. Again and again, we see people separated by centuries who share the same instincts, not the same jobs, not even the same circumstances, but the same way of thinking. They question official stories, they notice details everyone else ignores, they refuse even easy answers, and when they're told to stop asking questions, they usually ask more. Look at Helen. She's a journalist, she's got an investigative instinct, she challenges the official narrative long before anyone else is willing to. She keeps digging even when everyone else around her thinks she's chasing conspiracies. Look at Daniel. It's engineering. He sees problems that need solving. He wants to understand how things work. He's practical. He's logical, and so he's a builder. And Juliette, she's an engineer, a mechanic, someone who trusts evidence more than authority. She doesn't become a revolutionary because she wants power. She becomes one because the facts refuse to fit the story she's been given. So maybe the connection isn't simply blood, it's culture. Maybe values are passed down the same way family heirlooms are. Curiosity, integrity, compassion and skepticism, problem solving, generation after generation. So this also kind of reframes Juliette's parents. Her mother searched for the truth through the Flame Keepers. I think she was involved with the heat tape. Her father eventually chose conscience over obedience, even when it cost him his life. So neither wanted to overthrow the silo, but they also refused to ignore what they knew was wrong. Juliette has inherited that same instinct. And this connects with another idea that replays. It's the system keeps trying to erase dangerous people. It destroys records, suppresses memories, hides relics, and rewrites history. Yet somehow, another curious child always grows up. An engineer starts asking questions. An investigator notices something that doesn't add up. It's almost like the rebellion can't be eliminated because those qualities keep it surviving. So whether Juliette is actually descended from Daniel and Helen, or whether they simply represent the first generation of people like her, for me, this symbolism, it still works. It's the builders and the rebels have always been the same kind of people. The only difference is what kind of world they've inherited. So the ironic thing is the silo is created by people like Juliette. Smart and curious, determined, and then it spent centuries suppressing these same qualities. So this is the contradiction, right? It's every civilization depends on innovators to survive, but once that civilization's established, those same innovators can become dangerous. The very people capable of saving society become the people most likely to challenge it. So the system doesn't fear violence, it fears questions. Because one unanswered question becomes an investigation. An investigation becomes a discovery. A discovery becomes a movement, and a movement becomes a rebellion. Maybe the bloodline isn't inherited through genes, it's inherited through values. Across generations, curious people keep asking dangerous questions. Whether Juliette is biologically connected to Daniel, Helen, or the first settlers, she may represent a family tradition of skepticism, compassion, and resistance that authoritarian systems can never fully eliminate. There's another possibility that the silo isn't accidentally producing rebels every generation. perhaps it's impossible not to, because curiosity isn't a flaw, it's part of being human. So no memory suppression, destroyed books, hidden relics, rewritten history can ever erase the instinct of, is this really the whole truth? So the silo's greatest flaw might be that it's trying hardest to eliminate human curiosity. And every generation leaves behind something, a relic, a story, a person, a question, and eventually someone remembers.